This video is sponsored by Guapku. If you're looking for a reliable modded GTA account for PS4, Xbox One, or PC, then this is the place to go. Their link is in the description below. Alright guys, how's it going? So it's a bit of a different video. Obviously most of you all know that there's a lot of these sweaty little no-life incels who hate me for no reason at all. It's a common theme and it very often happens in videos where there's sweats that just attack me for no reason. I've never seen their gamer tags before, I've never done anything to provoke them. They just like watch my videos and they're obsessed with me, a bit in like a bad way, like they hate me for nothing, which obviously is strange because you would think if there's some YouTuber who you don't like them, you don't like their videos, you would have thought any normal person, you would just not watch them. You'd just stop watching their videos. But obviously these little boys are pretty insane and can't operate that way. And obviously all their pent-up sexual frustration, they got to take their anger out on somebody. And I just, for some reason, seem to be the one that almost seems to get it. So yeah, I was just in my apartment, which is very common. I spend a lot of time just on the game, but I'm just in my apartment, AFK. Obviously, as most of you know, my controller's like fucked. And I have pretty bad stick drift with my left thumbstick. And that can cause problems and be annoying when I'm playing the game. But when I'm AFK, it's good because it prevents me from getting kicked for idling. It's like when you have a rubber band around the thumbsticks. So it's registering an input being made on the controller, and it's... as far as the game's concerned, the controller's not inactive and stuff is being done, so I don't get kicked for being AFK. But yeah, so often I do just kind of go lobby to lobby and I'll just sit for like 20-30 minutes, sometimes just AFK in lobbies. Most of the time that's just when I'm like editing on my laptop, I'll be editing a different video, but I'll have GTA on as well, but I'm just AFK in my apartment, not playing it. And it just keeps the possibilities for content open, you know, maybe there'd be someone in my game who recognises me and they send me text, I'm still going to hear the noise and I'll see the text come up. So, you know, and then if it was some sweat who was like texting me, trash talking me or something, you know, that's potentially a video there I can go out and maybe fight them. So it's just sort of leaving the door open for potential videos to happen. So yeah, I was totally AFK. I was editing a different video on my laptop and I wasn't looking at the game. I was totally AFK. And yeah, this green Sync XE kid was in my lobby. Obviously, I've never seen his gamer tag before. No idea who he was. So I didn't know that this was somebody who was trying to kill me. You know, the apartment I was in is the Eclipse Towers one, so that's a pretty common one. So often there'll be players kind of outside anyway, because a lot of people spawn there and they'll come out. So, you know, just because there's a player outside my apartment, it doesn't necessarily mean they're trying to kill me. A lot of the time it's just someone who's just AFK or just random players. It's quite a common area for players to be. So I wasn't aware that he was outside my apartment or that he was wanting to kill me. He hadn't texted me or anything like that. He was literally just sat outside my apartment for at least 10 minutes. I don't know how long it was exactly because I wasn't on the game, I wasn't looking at the map or anything, so it's hard to know exactly how long. But it was at least 10 or 15 minutes. So yeah, you might be able to see it here. If you can see, I'll show it on screen right now. But yeah, so I'd been editing for a bit. I'd been AFK for 20 minutes or something, and at some point he'd seen that I was there and obviously began waiting outside my apartment wanting to kill me. He's obviously one of these 1-0 little incels. So yeah, I was just editing, I wasn't looking at the game, I wasn't playing at all, I was just AFK inside my apartment. But yeah, after about 10 or 15 minutes of him waiting outside, again, still at this point, I wasn't aware of him doing that. I didn't know that he was after me. It's not like I'd seen him attack me in a previous lobby or something like that. I had no idea he was trying to kill me. But yeah, so I'd been editing for a bit and I just got bored and just wanted to play GTA, so I just went into my garage, got on my bike, came out of my apartment, and eventually he gets his big moment, his big break. Finally, all the waiting pays off. I eventually come out, and then very impressively, tremendous amount of skill involved. Luckily he was able to shoot me off my bike, you know, great kill that was, and then blew my bike up as well. I don't really know what reason, again, just to express his anger. Again, for no reason. I hadn't even seen his gamer tag before, so if it was somebody I had provoked or fought in the past, I would obviously recognise their name. Total random stranger gamer tag, no idea who it is. So yeah, obviously the minute he killed me, blew my bike up, I knew it was obviously a specific attack on me. As I mentioned later on in the video, as some of you remember that XX Lady Mon one, I don't remember the exact gamer tag, but it was something like that in a video about a month or two ago. The same thing happened again. I came out of my apartment, I came out of my garage in a car, and then he shot me and blew my car up. Like the exact same thing happened. So I knew it was that exact same thing again. I knew it was just one of these little 1-0 things. So there's no point in sitting and engaging in a fight with somebody like that. They're just after a little bit of clout, a little bit of attention. Obviously bored and have no life and nothing else to do at all. So I knew that it was just one of these little 1-0 kids. So obviously there's no point fighting these type of ones because as I've said in the past, they're only interested in getting a score where they're up on you. They just want to be up on you so they can sit and say 1-0 and feel superior to you and just feel like there's something other than a nobody. So yeah, obviously there's no point in me fighting back because that's just going to give him the reaction and the attention that he wants, and he's obviously would just sit blowing himself up, emoing and all this stuff because he's not going to want me to get the kill back, because then he loses his precious 1-0 that he just spent 15 minutes waiting outside my apartment to get. So obviously I've experienced this pretty much every single day for years now, so obviously I knew exactly what it was. It's very, very obvious, and it's very easy to tell the difference between one of these little 1-0 ones and just a random player just randomly attacking you, because obviously it's still GTA, players will kill you anyway, but it's very easy to tell when it's just some random player on the game who doesn't know who I am and they just killing you, because people kill each other. But yeah, it's mainly him blowing my bike up after. That's what really shows that like that real level of anger, same as they all have that real seething anger at me for no reason whatsoever. So yeah, it was immediately 100% obvious that that's exactly what it was, and for the reasons I just said, there's no point in me fighting, so I just quit the game and just loaded up a new lobby. I didn't care. I'm not going to give him any attention or reaction or really anything like that, and this happens all the time. I'm very, very used to it. So, and as I've said in many videos in the past, there's no point fighting sweats like that. So yeah, and literally obviously about 10-15 seconds maybe after I left, I went on my message request looking for the 1-0 and it came very quick. It was already there. Most of these little 1-0 ones, they don't message me that quick. He messaged me very, very quickly. He was very much on it. You know, usually it does take a bit longer than that for the 1-0 message to come through. But yeah, he very quickly L's. So yeah, as I said, normally I don't engage with kids like this, and I don't react to them. I don't reply and fight back and give them any kind of attention, because they know who I am, and they're obviously doing it for some kind of reaction. Obviously the ideal scenario is that I then fight back and then they can kill me even more times, and then they have the little thing, they can post that on YouTube or whatever, and they think they're going to get some type of validation or attention or clout or fame or anything from it. I don't get what they think they're actually going to gain from doing it. I mean, obviously it's happened to me hundreds of times over the years, and I don't see any of them with Bugattis or anything, you know, so he thinks it's some big break for him, dedicating that much time waiting for it. But yeah, so I was pretty bored, and I just spent ages editing, so you know, I didn't really have much else to do. I was kind of bored, and I just felt like engaging with him and just replying, because sometimes it can lead to some funny stuff happening, sometimes it can lead to a pretty funny argument. So yeah, I did reply. We did have a reasonably extensive little conversation here. I don't know really why I gave into it. Obviously it wasn't very productive or fruitful, but I mean, that's the whole point. Like, what are we going to be talking about? I've said this in videos before. Like, what are we actually going to be saying? Because it's not like he hates me for a reason. It's not like we disagree about something, or there was some fight that makes us hate each other or something. Then there would be some actual point that we're arguing about. That's the thing, he just hates me for no reason. And, you know, so what are we even going to be arguing about? There's no argument to even be had. What are we even going to be saying? But I just decided to just kind of take the piss a bit. So yeah, I just asked him how long he was waiting to do that, because as I said, I was AFK, so I wasn't even aware he was waiting for me. So I asked him how long he was waiting to do that, and then I was like, that desperate for an ounce of human attention. Get better soon, lad. He's obviously at rock bottom there, very depressed, miserable existence. Must be sad, meaning nothing to anyone. Maybe try find some meaning in your life elsewhere. Weird how obsessed you're with me, waiting 10 minutes just for that. Really genuinely strange. And then without any kind of shame or embarrassment or anything, he totally proudly states, oh, about 10 minutes I waited. Don't get too upset. I'm still subscribed, mate. And I just said, I'm not posting that, by the way, much to your dismay, I'm sure. There's you thinking your existence will finally be noticed. Haha, that's hilariously sad. Stay obsessed with me, freak. But obviously that's just a bit of harmless roasting and piss taking, but obviously he interprets that as me being mad. So, LMAO, why are you so mad over a game? That's how I know you got no girls or mates. I have your entire attention. Yeah, I'm sure you'd love to believe that, because that's the thing, he has to believe that I'm mad. You took them L's and left. You're just going to sit messaging me for the rest of the day now, aren't you? Dedicate another 10 minutes to me. You're obsessed. Keep crying. And that's the thing, they do that, these kids, they all do that. They will just sit there and message me for like the whole rest of the day after something like this happens. Like, obviously, anyone who watches my videos regularly will have seen this many times where, like, often it's the orbital cannon, usually they orb me, or they'll sometimes get a jet and go off the map. Either way, they just get one kill and then they'll just sit 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. And usually I just leave, obviously, as I already explained. And I usually don't reply, but when I do, it goes on for hours and all day, or it would. You can tell it would if I was to keep replying for that long. It's not like they're just wanting to send me a few messages, because I've had it many times before when I actually engage with them and reply and actually sit repeatedly replying to them and engaging in a dialogue with them. It just goes on endlessly. They don't ever stop messaging me. It would go on hours and hours and hours. They will just sit trying to argue with me for the rest of the day. As I already said, there's no argument to even be had, because there's no disagreement or thing that we or disputing over or anything like that. There's nothing we're actually arguing about. It's not like we disagree on something. It's so funny. There's nothing to actually say. There's no actual topic we're arguing over, but they will sit messaging me repeatedly, endlessly, infinitely, trying so hard to argue with me about something, but they have nothing to say, so they'll just sit and say that I'm mad and that, you know, they'll just sit trying to insult me, and they would just don't stop. It just goes for hours and hours and hours. They will literally just sit for the rest of the whole day replying. Every time I reply, they reply. There's no way, like, I never ever have the last word. They always have to have the last word, so they can't stop replying. So every time I reply, there's like a 100% chance they're going to reply again to that. You know, the only way it ever stops is when I stop. And then he's like, who cares if you don't upload it? I will do that for you on my channel. Waits 10 minutes just to kill someone who doesn't care one bit. Cheers. You're strangely weird. What the fuck is your life? Obsessing over a stranger on a video game, waiting 10 minutes to kill someone. You have no life. It's legit sad. No mates or girls to spend your time and attention on. That's why I get 100% of it. Sad, lonely life. I hope it'll get better for you soon. Stay triggered and obsessed with me. And then after that point, I didn't really want to keep going. So I employed a very effective tactic to rub the salt in their eyes. These kids, they're already mad. What really pisses them off is when you just copy and paste the same message and you just send it over and over and over again. So I decided to pretty much start doing that, but I was still kind of replying as well. Lol, do you really think I was not a fan? I watched you back in 2021. You get really mad when being killed on a video game. It's you who is strangely weird. Oh yeah, what an interesting hypothesis. Stay triggered and obsessed with me. That's basically what I was copy and pasting. I just said, you need a life. Everyone is going to know how much of a crybaby you are. You're going to continue having no mates or female attention. And I just said it again. And then he says, do you want a tissue? Even though he's the one there having a total fit at me and I have no clue who he is. So I just sent it again. Why are you mad? It's a game. Totally makes sense. I got no clue who you are, lol. Total nobody, yet here you're triggered by me and obsessed with me. And I sent it again. I would say you are the triggered one. Yeah, definitely makes sense. You are still talking to me and ranting. So desperate for some attention. I sent it again. Keep crying. Sent it again. And at this point, yeah, at this point here, I was basically just only doing that now. So I'm not going to keep reading it out every time you can see it. I'll just read what he's saying. So yeah, keep crying. You have such a big ego. You think you are better than everyone. You left as soon as you died. I'm glad I stopped watching you. Such a crybaby. Now I know why everyone else in your videos decides to come after you. Well, obviously it makes sense. You can relate to all the other little 1-0 and incel no-lifes. Oh, I forgot to say 1-0. And then he spams the salt emoji, somehow meaning I'm salty, even though he's the one that just attacked me like that, waiting for ages to kill me, and I'm the salty one. Obviously mentally ill. And then 1-0, 10 more emojis. Salty emojis. Stay triggered and obsessed with me. So yeah, at this point here, after the salt emojis, that one at 3:44, I sent it again there, and then that was that. You can see the next message after that wasn't until 4:05, so 20 minutes later. So yeah, I'll stop this here because the rest of the messages from that point onward you can see in the video on the Xbox. I went on it, so that's not relevant now. That happened after the next development, which you will see now. So the thing is, how many YouTubers exist? It's not like I'm the only person who posts YouTube videos. How many YouTubers are there? How many people are there in the world that post YouTube videos? Like, pretty much endless, really. Does he do this to all of them? No. Just me. I'm living rent free in his head. There's obviously something about me that just triggers him to his core. If he actually just didn't like me, he'd just stop watching me and move on. Something so much deeper than that. He's gonna sit outside my apartment for like at least 10 minutes. And if I'd stayed in there, it would have been like an hour. Like, I'm at my garage on a bike, he just shoots me. I leave, because I'm not going to fight him, obviously. I'm not going to give him the attention he wants. He's waiting outside to just get a little bit of attention, just to get one kill so he can feel something good about himself. So weird. So fucking weird. Like, who actually does that? And he's just going to sit there repeatedly messaging me, telling me how mad I am because I left. Definitely makes sense. Me leaving immediately shows that I ain't giving a single fuck. Again, it's just the narrative they all have to believe in their head. It's not enough just the kill, they have to genuinely believe in their mind that they've made me really mad. It's so weird, like, what the actual fuck is going on? They just sit messaging me over and over and over and over and over again. The second I leave, L's. It's fucking so bizarre, like, what the, who the hell actually does that? It's so bizarre. I don't want to post that because it'll just give him the attention that he wants. That's so bizarre. Like, what the actual fuck? I cannot believe that's a human being that's going to actually sit and do that. Imagine that. I have no clue who he is. I've never seen that gamer tag in my life. Complete nobody. Meanwhile, I'm there living rent-free in his head. He's obsessed with me, triggered by me. He said himself he's been watching my videos for like 2 years. And now all of a sudden he hates me now. And he has to just sit outside my apartment for like 10-15 minutes. Just so you can kill me one time, and then sit there and tell me how mad I am, even though I literally just immediately left. Like, it's so weird. Because I'm definitely the mad one, while he's there waiting outside my apartment for an indefinite amount of time so that he can kill me, and then blow my bike up, and then say L's. Yeah, I'm the mad one, haven't I? I'm so mad because I just quit the game straight away. And he's there saying that he's gonna... I told him I wasn't gonna post that. I wasn't wanting to. I still really don't want to. I mean, that isn't really even content. It's kind of amusing, but I wouldn't really... I don't know if there's much point in posting that. Because it is just gonna give him the attention he wants. But obviously, it's not good attention in any way, so does it really matter? But that's obviously what he was wanting. So I told him that I'm not posting it. So he basically did that for nothing. And then he's like, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm going to post it on my channel. Like, what, you're going to post that? You sat outside someone's apartment, waiting there for an indefinite amount of time. It was only 10 minutes because that's when I came out. If I continued to be AFK for another half hour, he would have still stayed there. That'll be a really good... Why does this keep explosion noise happening? But yeah, that's really excellent content though. He's going to upload a video of him waiting outside somebody's apartment for 10 minutes just so that he can kill them the second they come out, and then you're going to sit there saying that I'm mad and that I care about the game because I quit the game and move on with my day and ain't even giving him the time of day. I mean, some of these kids on it, I know that you get these absolute brainless mongs on here, but this is a whole new level of it. The level of like obsession they have. And these kids, they will just sit messaging me all day long, and it's instant replies every time. They genuinely are just like the loneliest people in existence. They've not got any girls at all, obviously, and they haven't got a single mate. And we both just crashed our bikes at the same time. Is he gonna kill me? Probably not. But yes, that's the thing, it's always like immediate replies as well. It's not like there'll be big gaps between it. Like, whenever I message them, whenever I actually give into their dumb shit and actually engage with them, usually I just ignore idiots like that. But sometimes it is quite amusing to actually get involved with it. It can sometimes be pretty funny. But But like every time I do engage with them and sit replying to them, they always, it's immediate responses every time. Like every time I message them, they instantly respond, like instantly. So you just know the minute they see the message come up, immediate open it, immediate read it, immediate response. Like they have zero other people to talk to, that's the thing. It's not like they have a bunch of mates or people to be also talking to. They have no one else to be messaging, that's why I get 110% of their attention. Sit waiting outside my apartment for that long just to get one kill. That's why I sit saying that I'm mad, because he needs to believe that. Firstly, he can't fathom that someone doesn't take the game seriously, because it's his whole life. Obviously he can't fathom not caring about it, and he just can't sit there and believe that he did all that for nothing. He cannot accept that crushing reality that he's there absolutely obsessed with me, dedicating endless amounts of his time to me, giving me all his attention and his time. I completely own his mind. I live rent-free in his fucking head. I just did that. And he cannot sit there and possibly believe that I don't give a fuck. He can't sit there thinking that I don't care about his existence. He needs to believe that I'm really mad and I'm just as mentally and emotionally invested in him as he is in me. That's the thing. Whoa. It's so sad and pathetic, honestly. I don't hold anything against these kids, though. They were dealt a really bad hand in life. You can tell most of them don't have a dad or a father figure in their life. Obviously very absent parents. Like, I can only imagine how, like, the lack of discipline and raising a kid that's going to result in them being like that. No structure to his life, nothing else to do. That's the thing, is nothing else to do with his time. No one else to talk to, nobody else to give his attention or time or energy to. Just some stranger on a video game. He doesn't even know me. I have no idea who he is. I've never seen his gamer tag before. He's a complete nobody. I have no clue who he is. He's indistinguishable in my mind from any of these other hundreds, maybe, of kids that sit doing that. Dozens at least, maybe hundreds. Who knows how many of them there are. They're all the exact same. That's the thing. None of them are anything unique to me in any way. They all do the same shit. It was in that exact thing happened in a video not long ago. Regular viewers of mine will definitely remember that one where it was, I don't know when it was, maybe like a month or two ago. I think it was that Lady Mon. It was like XX Lady Mon or something like that. It was in a video not very long ago, and it was this exact same thing, just waiting outside. And the minute I just come out in a car, and he just shoots me, kills me, and then blows my car up. I leave because I don't care, and I'm not going to sit fighting them, because obviously that's what they want. If he's just been sat outside my apartment for ages waiting, you know, I'm not, like, obviously me fighting back, like, that's exactly what they want, as I said, because then in their mind it's reciprocal and I'm just as emotionally invested in them as they are me. That's why they get so mad when you just leave and don't reply to them and don't give them any attention, because they're so invested in you. They can't stand it when you don't give a single fuck. That's why he keeps saying you're so mad or you're so mad. He's just trying to reaffirm that belief in his head, because he can't believe that was all for nothing, and he can't fathom I don't care. It is sad. I don't go messaging him hate. He already has a hard enough life as it is. There's no need for it. It's okay. He's fine. I don't have any problem with him. He's alright. But it must really be tough with that being your life, though. I mean, that must be an awful existence to live. Imagine being him, like, for a minute. Just use your imagination for a minute and pretend that you're him. Imagine that being your life. You're gonna be completely obsessed with someone on a video game, sitting waiting outside their apartment while they're just AFK in there, just so that you can get one kill that they don't give a single fuck about. And you're a complete nobody. They have no clue who you are, and they don't give a single fuck who you are. And that exact thing has happened to me so many times. He thinks there's something unique. He thinks he's something special. He thinks I'm going to be mad. It's so strange. Again, I've said it before about projection, because he'd be like people calling you what they are. So it makes sense he's calling me mad and saying about how I care about the game and stuff. Even though I just immediately leave and just get on with it and don't give a single shit. But like, they'll call you mad regardless. Like, if I sit fighting back, I'm mad. If I sit reply and say anything, I'm mad. Like, he's even saying that the fact of me replying to him, no matter what I'm saying, just the minute you reply and say anything back to them, oh, you're mad, you're so mad, huh? It's just projection, because they're livid as fuck and they have to believe it's a two-way street. It's like they're in denial of the fact that they're a nobody. They're trying so hard to convince themselves that you're mad at them because they're mad at you. They need to believe it's both ways. It's real weird though. He's finally stopped replying though. I mean, I was just copy and pasting the same message to him over and over again. That usually does the job. It usually pisses them off when you do that. It doesn't really even matter what you say, anything really. You just copy and paste it on the Xbox app, and every time they message you, you just paste send, and then they reply and saying different things every time, trying to like argue with you and stuff. And you just say the same thing every time, even if it's just lol or something like that. You just say the exact same thing every single message the minute they reply, no matter what they say. Because when you actually acknowledge what they're saying and respond to what they're saying, that also, as I've just been saying, that also makes them think that it's a two-way street and that you're invested in it like they are. It's 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. You're so mad. And he says, keep crying. You have such a big ego. Yeah, I have such a big ego because... What? Yeah, I have such a big ego because I came out of my apartment on a video game and some angry kid had been waiting there for ages just to get one little kill. As I said, I get killed like 10 times a day by little no-life social rejects like him. That's the thing, he can't accept the fact that he's a nobody. He has to believe I'm mad at him. When in reality, obviously, that exact thing happens multiple times every single day. So why would I get mad at any one of them doing it when there's like so many people that all do the same thing? And these are just the people that actually get the chance to do it. You'd best believe there are a hell of a lot of other people that really want to do that, but they just never find themselves in my game. And they've never found the chance to do that. It's really, honestly, is sad. I'm not trying to insult him. It genuinely, legitimately is sad, and I really actually do feel sorry for them, because that must just be awful. I can't even process having that as your life. If he had a single mate or anyone else to be messaging, he'd be messaging them. Am I gonna fight this little boy then? I mean, I can't really be bothered. He looks pretty sweaty, so it might be a bit of a dumb, pointless fight. He'll probably just have a bomb at his feet, shoot a rocket and emo, that's probably all it'll really be. Nah, he's dog shit, what the fuck is he? He's gonna leave now. Yeah. It's like that Lucy woman that's just waiting outside the courthouse and everything for Andrew Tate. He's just like, just dedicate their whole life to just trying to get an ounce of his attention. It's so weird, imagine doing that. He's gonna sit for ages and ages just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Someone who doesn't give a single shit about your life in any way. And he sits there telling me he's been watching my videos since 2021, and then he's also there thinking that I'm going to be mad because someone killed me one time on a game. Like, surely if you've been watching my videos for 2 years, you'd know that I get killed all the time. The amount of sweaty little degenerate incel no-lifes that either want to do that, but just have never had the opportunity to, or do that, have done it. Whatever, there's people who've done it multiple different times, the same one. I've seen the same person do it multiple times. So it happens all the time. If he's watched my videos 2 years, you'd know that. So in what world am I going to get mad because at that? Why would I get mad at that and not every time? If I was going to be mad at that, then I'd get mad at it every single time. Like, there's nothing different about that than any of the other ones. Like, just watch that XX Lady Mon one. It was in I don't know what video it was, but it wasn't very long ago. It was probably no more than like a month or two ago. But like, I would have got mad at that then. Did you not see that video? I didn't get mad at that. What's different about when he just did the exact same thing? Well, he's obviously the one that's mad. He's that desperate to kill me and then blow my bike up and then say L's. And then I'm the one that's mad for just leaving and getting on with my day and not giving him any attention. Obviously, I did reply and did give him some attention. His first message, I asked him how long he waited, and just without any shame at all, about 10 minutes I waited. He doesn't realise how sad it is. They're just completely oblivious. Obviously, if he did realise, he wouldn't be doing it, though. I've said that. Is that him again? No way, that's him there again. There he is over there. Oh my life. Is he AFK? Imagine if I could kill him. I don't really want to because he'll probably sit and think, he'll take that as me being mad at him. Of course he will. Obviously, in his mind, that'll be me being very mad at him. Then that'll mean he did that not for nothing, you know. If I sit killing him, he'll think that he has annoyed me, but in reality, obviously, he's just showing how insanely seriously he takes the game, so why would I not kill him? It's obviously going to annoy the fuck out of him. Should I wait in here and see how long he's going to sit, or... That's hilarious. There he is right there, look at him. He's probably not even expecting it. He does look to be AFK, to be fair. Yeah, I'm going to kill him. Obviously, I'm not mad, but... Point is to make him mad. There he is, right there, wait. Oh. He came back just in time. I was gonna tase him. Did that? Yeah, I was gonna tase him and beat him to death, but he obviously saw it. He was obviously AFK, and then he just saw me. He obviously saw me pull up, and he obviously came back. He was obviously there, but AFK. I still got him anyway, though. That's hilarious. Now I'm gonna leave. Let's see. Obviously, you know that will have really triggered him, and him killing me. Obviously, I couldn't give a single fuck. So they're 1-0. Oh, he's messaged me. Obsessed. Yeah, because I'm the obsessed one. Yeah, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with him. Never seen his gamertag in my life before him waiting outside my apartment for 10 minutes to kill me. Oh, 1-1. Yeah, it's 1-1. It's even, isn't it? Yeah, it's totally level, isn't it? It's completely even. 1-0. But he says that to me like that's something to boast about. I could just say the same thing. Wait, yeah, actually, what will happen then? What happens when I just say it back? Because it's a draw. How are you going to say 1-1 like it's somehow... But obviously his kill didn't mean shit. It didn't annoy me in any way at all. GG. Yeah, GG. That was such a good fight, wasn't it? But I didn't even see that he was outside, honestly. I didn't even know he was there. I literally just was in my garage AFK for ages, and then I just got on a bike, left, and he's just right there, kills me, so... And then he sits and says, I'm obsessed. Even though he just said he'd been watching my videos since 2021, and he hates me so much for no reason, really. That was funny, though. Fair enough, that is entertaining as shit. He'll sit and say 1-0 like it's even, but obviously I've just done him there, and what's he done to me? Nothing. He hasn't annoyed me, and his kill's shite. I was just on a bike, just came out, didn't know he was there. But he's there, you could have seen me in my apartment and everything. He's the one who takes the game that serious, and he couldn't even have seen that coming. Oh well, I don't care. That was pretty entertaining though. He just ended up putting me back in his lobby. He's so oblivious, he had no clue I was right there. See how he was like AFK, but he was obviously there. He just wasn't playing the game. But he was obviously right there, because the minute I rocked up on him, he comes back. He was probably too busy editing that video to upload to his YouTube channel. What's he going to do editing it? Are you going to edit out the 10 minutes of him sitting there waiting? Or is he just going to leave it all raw footage and it'll be like a 15-minute long video? 2/3 of it just him sat outside my apartment waiting for me to come out. And then he kills me, and it's a total anti-climax as I just leave and give really no reaction. But I mean, if he thinks that that's some type of like power play, he's got that, some type of threat. Oh no, he's gonna upload that. Oh no, please don't upload it. I can't have anybody see that. Oh no, my life would be in ruins if he was to post that. How can I ever live with myself? That's so embarrassing. I can't have anybody see that. Please don't upload it. I don't want anyone to see that. Please no. I mean that's just making him look stupid to anyone who's going to be seeing that video, which I can't imagine a lot of people, probably just 10 or 20 maybe, and they're just going to think what an idiot he is. Just waiting outside my apartment for no reason, kills me, blows my bike up out of spite, and then sits fucking messaging me for the next half an hour, telling me that I'm mad and that I'm obsessed with him. Like, what the hell is wrong with these children's brains? I mean, that is funny. I'm definitely going to post that now. That I really, really wasn't wanting to post it because it was so obvious that he is just wanting to be noticed. You know, he's obviously a total nobody and has no mates. society's completely outcast him. Because he obviously just wants some recognition and just wants to be noticed by somebody. He's obsessed with me, as he admitted himself. He's been watching my videos for like 2 years. And then all of a sudden he just does a 180 and hates me for nothing. And if he's been watching my videos for so long, how can he possibly think I'd get mad by that? Literally like 2 days ago I just 1v1'd that squishy sweat. I don't know if this video will be out before that one or not. But if it's not out already, it'll be out soon. I sat for like an hour 1v1 in some kid and he kicked my ass. It was like 50-30. He fucking clapped me. And I didn't give a single fuck then. Like, I just don't get these children, how they can possibly think I care about anything. Like, I don't care. Like, what is it that makes them think I care? Is there anything that actually indicates that to them? Like, I'd actually quite like to know. What actually is it that that gives them the impression that I care? Is it just because I sit fighting people? Oh, alright then. Is it just because I fight people? Like, you can fight people without taking it serious and caring. But obviously for them, they can. If anyone they'd be fighting, they're emotionally total livid and completely emotionally invested in them. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's just gonna kill me and then drive right past me like that. You just deliberately give me that kill back or something. No, that was funny though, fair enough, that was pretty funny. He there says GG as well, like what the fuck? Is he like fucking bipolar? 1 minute he says he loves me, watched my videos for 2 years. And you can see the previous message he had sent me saying that he likes my videos and that. But yeah, I really don't get what indicates to these boys that I care about the game. I don't think it is. Like I said, they're just mentally ill idiots. So it's obviously not like a logical thought process or anything, you know. It's an emotional thing. They're just emotionally driven people. They're not. It's not based off any type of logic or anything. I don't know if this kid's bad or good. He just got me there, but. Oh, he's level 500? What? He's dog shit. What is wrong with this weirdo? What is honestly wrong with this kid? This boy's weird as shit, man. Yeah, he's just gonna run away. He's such an idiot. What's he doing with his life? Probably getting a jet now, that'll be it. Look where he's going, he'll be going to get a jet. He's running away onto the beach. What is wrong with this boy? Oh, he's just running away, so I can't really get him, but do I want to sit and fight this moron? He's not good in any way. There's not really much point in me just sat griefing him. He's just running away, so I would just be pretty much griefing him probably. But I take it this means I'm mad then as well, because I'm there going back after him. People say that in the comments sometimes as well. Like, someone will kill me, and the minute I go back after them, I'm mad. It's so, like, no matter what I do, I'm mad. Like, that's why I don't even acknowledge people when they say I'm mad. Because, like, no matter what I do or don't do, there will be idiots saying that I'm mad. Like, whether like, if I retaliate and fight and go back after them to kill them again, people comment saying I'm mad at them. And then that kid there says I'm mad because I dashboarded the game immediately and left and didn't give a single fuck. So, like, literally no matter what I do, people are going to sit and say I'm mad. But that is just the projection I keep talking about. Right, I'm just going to put Ghost on just to make my life easier. I know people will also, again, just very on topic this is, but people will be commenting saying I'm mad for that, but Ghost on, so I'm mad. Because I'm so bad I need Ghost to kill him or whatever. But in reality he's just running away, so obviously if he can see exactly where I am, then he's going to know where to run and hide. So it's just that, and he keeps getting these stupid wee vehicles, so, you know, I do need to have that upper hand on him. Once I've got him just spawning on foot at the beach, I'll happily leave my CEO and 1v1 him, but it's just to counter all this trash he's doing. I doubt these shite wee rockets are going to hit him though. Oh no, there we go. But yeah, this kid is just some random little noob. He's not. Why, he's level 500 though. Alright, there we go. He's spawning there now. Right, so now I'll get out and I'll happily fight him just to... Although he'll just keep running though, that's the thing. Yeah, so he's just running away. I don't know if there's much point in me fighting him. He's not... He doesn't seem really like anything. Is he even gonna... Nah, he isn't even doing anything again. Nah, he's docile. I'll leave him, he's not doing anything. He's just some docile little idiot, he's not doing shit. Although he'll kill me now, though. The minute I turn and leave, he'll just like explosive round snipe me or something like that. Nah, he doesn't give a shit. Okay. Bunch of sweats in here though as well. Orange one. I might try and kill him if I can actually. 1-0. Has that little idiot messaged me again? Nah, I don't think anything since... I didn't even know you were in my session. Yeah, I know. No shit. Because if he did, he would totally have let me get that kill. Obviously.
I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe. And I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made a leave.